Good afternoon. I'm Sean Yao and this is One News Now. The government has updated its COVID-19 alert level system, putting Metro Manila under a less strict status. Let's get the details from Maricel Halili, who joins us live from Mandaluyong City. Mase, hi. What prompted officials to de-escalate the capital region to alert level 2?
Hi, Sean. As explained by acting presidential spokesperson Carlo Nograles, finally, the National Capital Region, as well as the 7 other provinces, have already meet the matrix drafted by the Interagency Task Force. It means that they have actually meet the threshold when it comes to the ADAR, or the average daily attack rate, the reproduction rate, and the health utilization, or the hospital utilization rate, particularly here in Metro Manila. So they are confident that we are already in control when it comes to the number of COVID cases.
All right, would there be any other changes, Mase, in alert levels for the month of February, maybe in other provinces, in other cities? We know that Ifugao is under alert level 3.
Yes, that's in addition to the list issued yesterday. As we all know, Sean, yesterday, Secretary Nograles announced that NCR, together with 7 other provinces, will be placed under alert level 2 starting tomorrow, February 1. He has also issued several provinces in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, which will be placed under alert level 3 starting tomorrow, February 1, until February 15. In addition to this, earlier, Secretary Nograles announced that Ifugao will also be de-escalated to alert level 3 starting tomorrow. That's from alert level 4.
All right, what about pediatric vaccinations, Mase? COVID-19 vaccines for the age group 5 to 11 for children. This is set to be rolled out this week. I believe February 4 was the initial date given. Do we already have any details on vaccination venues and whatnot?
Yes, Sean, the pilot testing, or the pilot rollout of vaccination for those aged 5 to 11 years old will start on February 4. That's on Friday. They have given initial list for the pilot test. This includes Philippine Heart Center, Philippine Children's Medical Center, National Children's Hospital, Manila Zoo, SM North EDSA at Sky Dome, Phil Oil Gym in San Juan City. But this will just be a pilot rollout of the vaccination for those aged 5 to 11 years old. The government is also planning to expand this once they get a feel, or the medical frontliners have already get a feel of the vaccination for that particular age bracket.
All right, and one exciting development last week, Mase, is that fully vaccinated foreigners will be allowed to enter the country very, very soon, in less than 2 weeks. How ready is the Philippines to welcome back tourists, especially in areas outside of Metro Manila, or far-flung tourist areas, or certain even tourist areas that were affected by Typhoon Odette? How is the vaccination for tourism workers?
That's right, Sean. Like what you've said, last week the IATF has issued a resolution allowing fully vaccinated foreign tourists from non-visa countries to enter the Philippines starting on February 10. Earlier, Tourism Secretary Bernadette Puyat said that they have been preparing for this particular event since last year. They made sure that all staff, or all tourism employees and workers, are already fully vaccinated, and they have also started giving booster shots to tourism employees. They have also issued several policies, guidelines for hotels and accommodations to make sure that minimum health protocols will be followed.
All right, and as debates rage on, Mase, on COVID-19 being airborne, has the government changed their suggestions or their take on the use of higher quality masks like N95, KN95, or KF94?
Dr. Edsel Salvania, one of the advisors of the Interagency Task Force and a member of the Technical Working Group, reiterated that ordinary people doesn't need or do not need to wear N95 mask, which is the ideal mask to be used to prevent the transmission of COVID-19. He said that it will be better if we will just allow the medical frontliners to use N95 masks. Surgical mask is enough for ordinary people. For as long as we have masks, we can be protected against this virus.
All right, thank you so much for all those updates. I'm sure more to come in the next few days. That was News 5's Maricel Halili reporting to us live from Mandaluyong City. Thank you, Mase. And Comelec Commissioner Rowena Guanzon is now challenging Commissioner Amy Ferolino to resign amid the pending release of the decision of the disqualification cases against Bongbong Marcos. In a tweet, Guanzon urged Ferolino to resign with her before February 3, saying that the Comelec's integrity is now in question. Guanzon has given Ferolino until today to release the resolution on Marcos Jr.'s disqualification cases. Just this morning, Commissioner Guanzon and some of her supporters attended a mass at the Manila Cathedral. Guanzon called on Comelec Chairman Sharif Abbas to step in and solve the matter.
There's a lot of pressure on the Commission on Elections, and I think the chairman should now speak up. Chairman Abbas should now speak up because he is the leader of the Commission on Elections. This is not just a matter for the first division to solve. This is a matter for the entire Commission on Elections to solve, and I call on the leadership of Chairman Sharif Abbas to solve this problem.
While authorities are validating an alleged kill plot against presidential bet Bongbong Marcos. The Justice Department Cybercrime Office said it received a tip over the weekend about a supposed assassination plot against the former senator. The information was based on a video shared on the app TikTok. The video had a comment stating that, quote, "We are meeting every day to plan for BBM's assassination." The Justice Department says it takes this matter very seriously and is now validating the report with the help of the NBI. The National Police, for its part, is now coordinating with other agencies as well as the camp of Marcos Jr. in looking into the incident.
And our commitment is for a peaceful election. If there is such a report, we will work on it. Automatic po, pinapa-verify namin yan.
We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Philippine women's football team booked their first ever FIFA World Cup spot after beating Chinese Taipei. Marty Bautista with that story.
Pinoy football fans were ecstatic after the Philippine women's team secured its first ever FIFA Women's World Cup berth. The Malditas defeated Chinese Taipei via penalty shootout in the quarterfinals of the AFC Women's Asian Cup in India. Serena Bolden delivered the win after 3 crucial saves from Philam keeper Olivia McDaniel. McDaniel herself scored a penalty to force the sudden death. The Philippines drew first blood in the crucial match as Quinley Quezada found the back of the net in the 49th minute. But Chinese Taipei's Zhu Lingping evened the score at 1 apiece with a goal in the 82nd minute. Sports personalities like Kiefer Ravena, Eliza Valdez, CJ Perez, and Heidelin Diaz showed support for the Malditas online. The Lady Booters will face South Korea this Saturday for the semis. A win brings them to the finals to face either China or Japan. The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup will be jointly hosted by Australia and New Zealand in July next year. For News 5, Marty Bautista, We Are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. A congressional panel recommends the filing of syndicated estafa charges against Pharmaly executives over their role in the questionable procurement of pandemic supplies. The House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability wants charges filed against Huang Ziyan, siblings Mohit and Twinkle Dargani, Lincoln Ong, and Crizel Grace Mago. The committee also recommended to abolish the Budget Department's Procurement Service Office. In weather, Pag-asa says the country will continue to experience La Nina or above normal rainfall in the next 3 months. However, in spite of that, some areas in Luzon are still forecast to have below normal rainfall during the same period. These areas are the Ilocos region, the Cordilleras, and a portion of Central Luzon, Occidental Mindoro, and Palawan. And music streaming giant Spotify will be putting a content advisory on any podcast discussing COVID-19. This is after singer-songwriters Neil Young and Joni Mitchell announced that they will take out their music from Spotify after some misinformation about vaccines were reported on the platform. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.